Hello and welcome to Being Prodigy. Now put on your headphones and start learning. To get special study material, just contact us through the link in the description.
We use different materials and services in our daily life. Some of these are available in our immediate surroundings, while other requirements are met by bringing things from other places. Goods and services do not move from supply locales to demand locales on their own. The movement of these goods and services from their supply locations to demand locations necessitates the need for transport. Some people are engaged in facilitating these movements. These are known to be traders who make the products come to the consumers by transportation. Thus, the pace of development of a country depends upon the production of goods and services as well as their movement over space. Therefore, efficient means of transport are prerequisites for fast development. Movement of these goods and services can be over three important domains of our Earth, that is land, water and air. Based on these, transport can also be classified into land, water and air transport. Today, India is well linked with the rest of the world despite its vast size, diversity and linguistic and socio-cultural plurality. Railways, airways, waterways, newspapers, radio, television, cinema and internet, etc. have been contributing to its socio-economic progress in many ways. The trades from local to international levels have added to the vitality of its economy. It has enriched our life and added substantially to growing amenities and facilities for the comforts of life. Roadways India has one of the largest road networks in the world, aggregating to about 2.3 million kilometers at present. In India, roadways have preceded railways. They still have an edge over railways in view of the ease with which they can be built and maintained. The growing importance of road transport vis-à-vis rail transport is rooted in the following reasons. A. Construction cost of roads is much lower than that of railway lines. B. Roads can traverse comparatively more dissected and undulating topography. C. Roads can negotiate higher gradients of slopes and as such can traverse mountains such as the Himalayas. D. Road transport is economical in transportation of few persons and relatively smaller amount of goods over short distances. E. It also provides door-to-door service, thus the cost of loading and unloading is much lower. F. Road transport is also used as a feeder to other modes of transport such as they provide a link between railway stations, air and sea ports. In India, roads are classified in the following 6 classes according to their capacity. Look at the map of the national highways and find out about the significant role played by these roads. Golden Quadrilateral Superhighways. The government has launched a major road development project linking Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai and Delhi by 6-lane superhighways. The north-south corridors linking Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir and Kanyakumari, Tamil Nadu, and east-west corridor connecting Silchar, Assam, and Porbandar, Gujarat, are part of this project. The major objective of these superhighways is to reduce the time and distance between the megacities of India. These highway projects are being implemented by the National Highway Authority of India, NHAI. National Highways link extreme parts of the country. These are the primary road systems and are laid and maintained by the Central Public Works Department, CPWD. A number of major national highways run in north-south and east-west directions. State highways, roads linking a state capital with different district headquarters, are known as state highways. These roads are constructed and maintained by the State Public Works Department, PWD, in state and union territories. District roads. These roads connect the district headquarters with other places of the district. These roads are maintained by the Zilla Parishad. Other roads, rural roads, which link rural areas and villages with towns, are classified under this category. These roads received special impetus under the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Under this scheme, special provisions are made so that every village in the country is linked to a major town in the country by an all-season motorable road. Border roads. Apart from these, Border Roads Organization, a government of India undertaking, constructs and maintains roads in the bordering areas of the country. This organization was established in 1960 for the development of the roads of strategic importance in the northern and northeastern border areas. These roads have improved accessibility in areas of difficult terrain and have helped in the economic development of these areas. Roads can also be classified on the basis of the type of material used for their construction, such as metalled and unmetalled roads. Metalled roads may be made of cement, concrete or even bitumen of coal, therefore, these are all-weather roads. Unmetalled roads go out of use in the rainy season. Road density: the length of road per 100 square km of area is known as density of roads. Distribution of road is not uniform in the country. Density of all roads varies from only 12.14 kilometers in Jammu and Kashmir to 517.77 kilometers in Kerala, as on March 31, 2011, with the national average of 142.68 kilometers, March 31, 2011. Road transportation in India faces a number of problems. Keeping in view the volume of traffic and passengers, the road network is inadequate. About half of the roads are unmetalled and this limits their usage during the rainy season. The national highways are inadequate too. Moreover, the roadways are highly congested in cities and most of the bridges and culverts are old and narrow. However, in recent years fast development of road network has taken place in different parts of the country. Railways are the principal mode of transportation for freight and passengers in India. Railways also make it possible to conduct multifarious activities like business, sightseeing, pilgrimage along with transportation of goods over longer distances. Apart from an important means of transport, the Indian railways have been a great integrating force for more than 150 years. Railways in India bind the economic life of the country as well as accelerate the development of the industry and agriculture. The Indian Railway have a network of 7,137 stations spread over a route length of 66,030 kilometers with a fleet of 10,773 locomotives, 61,558 passenger service vehicles, 7,000 other coach vehicles and 254,006 wagons as on March 2015. The distribution pattern of the railway network in the country has been largely influenced by physiographic, economic and administrative factors. The northern plains with their vast level land, high population density and rich agricultural resources provided the most favorable condition for their growth. However, a large number of rivers requiring construction of bridges across their wide beds posed some obstacles. In the hilly terrains of the peninsular region, railway tracks are laid through low hills, gaps or tunnels. The Himalayan mountainous regions too are unfavorable for the construction of railway lines due to high relief, sparse population and lack of economic opportunities. Likewise, it was difficult to lay railway lines on the sandy plain of western Rajasthan, swamps of Gujarat, forested tracts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Jharkhand. The contiguous stretch of Sahyadri could be crossed only through gaps or passes, ghats. In recent times, the development of the Konkan Railway along the west coast has facilitated the movement of passengers and goods in this most important economic region of India. It has also faced a number of problems such as sinking of track in some stretches and landslides. Today, the railways have become more important in our national economy than all other means of transport put together. However, rail transport suffers from certain problems as well. Many passengers travel without tickets. Thefts and damaging of railway property has not yet stopped completely. People stop the trains, pull the chain unnecessarily, and this causes heavy damage to the railway. Think over it, how we can help our railway in running as per the scheduled time. Pipelines. Pipeline transport network is a new arrival on the transportation map of India. In the past, these were used to transport water to cities and industries. Now, these are used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products and natural gas from oil and natural gas fields to refineries, fertilizer factories and big thermal power plants.
This is Being Prodigy. To get special study material, just contact us through the link in the description, and please subscribe to show your support.
Solids can also be transported through a pipeline when converted into slurry. The far inland locations of refineries like Birani, Madura, Panipat and gas-based fertilizer plants could be thought of only because of pipelines. Initial cost of laying pipelines is high but subsequent running costs are minimal. It rules out transshipment losses or delays. Waterways. Since time immemorial, India was one of the seafaring countries. Its seamen sailed far and near, thus, carrying and spreading Indian commerce and culture. Waterways are the cheapest means of transport. They are most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. It is a fuel-efficient and environment-friendly mode of transport. India has inland navigation waterways of 14,500 kilometers in length. Out of these, only 5,685 kilometers are navigable by mechanized vessels. Major seaports with a long coastline of 7,516.6 km. India is dotted with 12 major and 187 notified non-majors, minor intermediate ports. These major ports handle 95% of India's foreign trade. Airways. The air travel, today, is the fastest, most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport. It can cover very difficult terrains like high mountains, dreary deserts, dense forests, and also long oceanic stretches with great ease. Think of the northeastern part of the country, marked with the presence of big rivers, dissected relief, dense forests, and frequent floods and international frontiers, etc. In the absence of air transport, air travel has made access easier. The air transport was nationalized in 1953. On the operational side, Indian Airlines, Alliance Air, subsidiary of Indian Airlines, private scheduled airlines and non-scheduled operators provide domestic air services. Air India provides international air services. Pallanhans Helicopters Limited provides helicopter services to Oil and Natural Gas Corporation in its offshore operations, to inaccessible areas and difficult terrains like the northeastern states and the interior parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Indian Airlines operations also extend to the neighboring countries of South and Southeast Asia and the Middle East. Communication. Ever since humans appeared on the earth, they have used different means of communication, but the pace of change has been rapid in modern times. Long-distance communication is far easier without physical movement of the communicator or receiver. Personal communication and mass communication, including television, radio, press, films, etc., are the major means of communication in the country. The Indian Postal Network is the largest in the world. It handles parcels as well as personal written communications. Cards and envelopes are considered first-class mail and are airlifted between stations covering both land and air. The second-class mail includes book packets, registered newspapers and periodicals. They are carried by surface mail, covering land and water transport. To facilitate quick delivery of mails in large towns and cities, 6 mail channels have been introduced recently. They are called Rajdhani Channel, Metro Channel, Green Channel, Business Channel, Bulk Mail Channel and Periodical Channel. India has one of the largest telecom networks in Asia. Excluding urban places, more than 2/3 of the villages in India have already been covered with subscriber trunk dialing, STD, telephone facility. In order to strengthen the flow of information from the grassroots to the higher level, the government has made special provision to extend 24 hours STD facility to every village in the country. There is a uniform rate of STD facilities all over India. It has been made possible by integrating the development in space technology with communication technology. Mass communication provides entertainment and creates awareness among people about various national programs and policies. It includes radio, television, newspapers, magazines, books and films. All India Radio, Akashwani, broadcasts a variety of programs in national, regional and local languages for various categories of people, spread over different parts of the country. Doordarshan, the national television channel of India, is one of the largest terrestrial networks in the world. It broadcasts a variety of programs from entertainment, educational to sports, etc. for people of different age groups. India publishes a large number of newspapers and periodicals annually. They are of different types depending upon their periodicity. Newspapers are published in about 100 languages and dialects. Did you know that the largest number of newspapers published in the country are in Hindi, followed by English and Urdu? India is the largest producer of feature films in the world. It produces short films, video feature films and video short films. The Central Board of Film Certification is the authority to certify both Indian and foreign films. International trade. The exchange of goods among people, states and countries is referred to as trade. The market is the place where such exchanges take place. Trade between two countries is called international trade. It may take place through sea, air or land routes. While local trade is carried in cities, towns and villages, state-level trade is carried between 2 or more states. Advancement of international trade of a country is an index to its economic prosperity. It is, therefore, considered the economic barometer for a country. As the resources are space-bound, no country can survive without international trade. Export and import are the components of trade. The balance of trade of a country is the difference between its export and import. When the value of export exceeds the value of imports, it is called a favorable balance of trade. On the contrary, if the value of imports exceeds the value of exports, it is termed as unfavorable balance of trade. India has trade relations with all the major trading blocs and all geographical regions of the world. Among the commodities in export, the share of agriculture and allied products has been 9.9%, ores and minerals 4.0%, gems and jewelry 14.7%, petroleum products, including coal, 16.8% in 2010 to 2011. The commodities imported to India include petroleum and petroleum products, 28.6%, pearls and precious stones, 9.4%, chemicals, 5.2%, coal, coke and briquettes, 2.7%, machinery, 6.4%, in 2010 to 2011. Bulk imports as a group registered a growth accounting for 28.2% of total imports. This group includes fertilizers, 3.4%, cereals, 14.3%, edible oils, 17.4%, and newsprint, paperboard manufacture and newsprint 40.3%, in 2010 to 2011. International trade has undergone a sea change in the last 15 years. Exchange of commodities and goods have been superseded by the exchange of information and knowledge. India has emerged as a software giant at the international level, and it is earning large foreign exchange through the export of information technology. Tourism as a trade. Tourism in India has grown substantially over the last 3 decades. Foreign tourist arrivals in the country witnessed an increase of 11.8% during the year 2010 as against the year 2009, contributing Rs 64,889 crore of foreign exchange in 2010. 5.78 million foreign tourists visited India in 2010. More than 15 million people are directly engaged in the tourism industry. Tourism also promotes national integration, provides support to local handicrafts and cultural pursuits. It also helps in the development of international understanding about our culture and heritage. Foreign tourists visit India for heritage tourism, eco-tourism, adventure tourism, cultural tourism, medical tourism and business tourism. There is a vast potential for development of tourism in all parts of the country. Efforts are being made to promote different types of tourism for this upcoming industry.
This is Being Prodigy. To get special study material, just contact us through the link in the description. And please subscribe to show your support. Thank you and happy learning.